25 News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for 25 News at 9. I'm Lizzie Siles. Two large fires in the city of Washington over the weekend left dozens without somewhere to stay. 38 people were displaced Saturday night from Chapters Living of Washington, followed by an apartment complex fire Sunday morning at school in Grant Street, which destroyed that building. Despite the loss, the city's administrator, Jeff Feagenschuh, commended fire and EMS response. In both situations, preparedness is key to know what to do next. Peoria's Age Central's executive director, Tessa Mahoney, says you don't have to find resources alone.
Start by making a list of immediate needs, medications, transportation, meals, caregiver support, or benefits questions, and then reach out for help. Organizations like Age Central exist specifically to help older adults and caregivers connect with resources during situations like this.
Other helpful resources include respite hours, home meal delivery, and Medicare benefit assistance.